Non-biblical signs of the apocalypse.
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
That's congratulations. So here's the premise of the quiz here. I'm going to give you a story, legitimate news story from the day. And here's the thing. What was it? The thunders, 7 thunders of Revelation, right? You don't know everything.
No.
Or when he's talking to Daniel, he says, "Shut up the book. You don't. No one gets to know."
That's right.
And so, is it possible that some of these news stories are the things where Daniel was seeing them, and he's like, you know what? This harkens the end of the times.
Yeah, what if they're in the book? Okay, yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, this could be it. So that's the question. Is this a non-biblical sign of the apocalypse? Jane, are you ready over there?
Sure, let's do this.
Okay, that's right. I knew you'd be excited. All right, here we go. This is from the Mirror. From London, super rare mustache cloud spotted over town.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me show you a picture of this cloud, just so you can dig on it. Oh, come on.
That's Hulk Hogan, Ben.
No. Hold on. I got this. There it is. Okay, can you see it? Oh no, you can't see it yet. There it is. Look at that mustache cloud.
Oh, wow.
Okay. All right. So hold on. Let's go back to the story and see what we got about this. Hulk Hogan's mustache has been spotted in cloud form, also known as a horseshoe cloud. The formation is one of the rarest around, and appears only for a matter of minutes before dissipating before the end of the world. It doesn't say that part. I added it for effect. The wispy handlebar shape was spotted by Christy Grimes in Battle Mountain, Nevada, U.S. on Friday, and shared online by the National Weather Service.
Wow.
Let's see here. To truly understand how mustache clouds are formed, we recommend you extensively study meteorology. What? What the heck?
That takes all the fun out of it.
I don't go to read the news to give me a to-do.
Man, they must have grabbed a dude like that's bitter against his own college ways because he's like, you should go to meteorology school like I had to. Otherwise, no mustache information for you.
Let's see. The Farmer's Almanac. There we go. Franklin's got this. Also has a handy explainer. Horseshoe vortex clouds, also known as mustache clouds, form at the edges of horizontal cylinders of rapidly rotating air, essentially tornadoes tipped onto their sides. Dual tornadoes, Mike.
Oh, that's cool.
Vortices form from updrafts created by powerful supercell storms. The energy of the vortex shears away a small amount of water vapor from a nearby cloud formation, then bends the small cloud into a semicircle around itself as it rotates.
I don't know. It looked pretty happy and sunny when you showed it, so no double tornado wisping nuttiness.
Yeah, I mean, I hear what you're saying, but maybe it's disguised like an angel of light, Mike. You ever think of that?
Oh, I mean,
mustache cloud looks happy and stuff, but really it's some demon cloud.
It is kind of creepy.
Okay, anyway, so there's a handlebar mustache forming in the sky. The words such as vortex and rare and tornadoes and such. What do we think? A sign of the end is near, or we have more time, Mike?
Boy, Ben, I feel like we have more time. I mean, it could be a staple. It could look like it could be a staple or a what's that game where you hit the balls with croquet mallets? It could be a croquet stake. If it was indeed a mustache only, then I feel like the
only way you would know that is if there was also a man attached to it.
That's what I'm saying. If there's a floating cloud man wearing that mustache cloud, the end is indeed near inside the Daniel book. But otherwise, the Lord did not speak to it.
All right, fair enough. Jane, what do you think? End is near, or we have more time?
I think we have more time on that one. I mean, it's weird looking, but I don't think if those tornadoes were touching the ground, then yes, I would say the end is near.
Okay, so if there was a whirling dervish of a mustache attacking the ground,
boy,
end is near.
You're right.
Probably.
If it hangs out happy in the sky, Bob Ross style, you say no worries.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay.
There's nothing that says Hasatan like a spinning mustache cloud.
All right, here we go. Smoking orangutan riles anger against zoo in Indonesia.
Okay, great.
Hold on. I will get you a photo of this orangutan. Okay, all right, you got him? There he's just smoking a cigarette. How did he even get that? And a lighter.
He probably got it from that, what was that 3-year-old smoking Indonesian kid from a couple years ago.
yeah, the meme smoker. Okay, all right, here we go. Here's the story. A video of an orangutan smoking has brought more criticism to a zoo in Indonesia. They've had infamous for past animal welfare troubles. In a video shot Sunday, a young man flicks his half-smoked cigarette into the primate's enclosure. It's picked up by the reddish-brown primate, who expertly puffs on it to laughter from the crowd. How does he know what to do, Mike?
Oh, he's probably watching the guy. Don't they say the orangutans can mimic dudes or whatever?
I guess. I mean...
You would think that they would be able to mimic it.
Yeah. What do they mean by expertly smoking? I've never seen a dude outside a restaurant be like, man, there's no one smokes a cigarette like that
Yeah,
dude.
he's got it under control. I mean, I suppose if you're allowed to smoke in the zoo, people might be smoking there all the time.
Yeah, he's
And
probably well aware.
And so he's probably seen it all, I guess. Let's see. Activist Marason Gucciano said Wednesday the smoking ape is further evidence of a lack of supervision. I mean, what are you going to do?
I mean, you do what we do and put up no smoking signs in the zoo.
Let's see. Gucciano said the man committed a crime, but the privately owned zoo is mainly responsible because of its ignorance of supervision and education for visitors. I mean, you can't reasonably have a guy stationed at the ape shack all the time just in case someone chucks a smoke in there.
No, I mean that is unreasonable. It's an agreed upon community thing, right? Like people agree not to throw cans of beans in the zebra, whatever place. You know, I think that's what people just find a place that they all enjoy, decide they're all going to take care of it, and then not provide nicotine to their orangutans.
It says signs at the zoo warn visitors to not feed animals or give them cigarettes. It's a common enough item that they need a sign. That's rough. Indonesian zoos are in rough shape. All right, let's see. I don't know. It's smoking orangutans into the end is near. Or we have more time. What do you think, Jane?
I think if he keeps smoking on that cigarette, the end is near for him.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Ooh.
Personal responsibility in ape land.
Yep. That's a double-edged mustache cloud coming your way, orangutan.
Okay, so the world's fine, but the orangutan's in some trouble.
I think so.
Okay, all right, Mike.
I don't know, Ben. I feel like the end is near. I mean, here's the deal. Back in the 1800s, orangutan used to be able to smoke without everybody giving them the business. Now all of a sudden it's like health this, health that. No smoking in the orangutan enclosures. You know? When will it end?
I mean, tobacco is organic.
Until the Lord Jesus tarries, this orangutan, he just wants to smoke in peace in his habitat. You took everything else away from him. He's like in a prison. And what's prison famous for? Smoking.
All right.
He's probably been watching a bunch of old movies.
This is why creation groans right here for the return of the Lord.
Lord says return. Until then, orangutan's taking up Marlboros.
That's the Greek for groan is a subtle exhale of tobacco smoke.
That's right. You see a big smile on his face. He's like, that's a Winston. I love Winstons.
Okay. All right. Okay. So far, nothing too terrible.
I called the end is near, Ben.
Okay, that's right. All right. Here we go. This is from Kansas woman reportedly sued by bank after ATM dished out $100 bills instead of fives. Oh, this is a capital mistake here. A Kansas woman is facing a pricey lawsuit after a bank accused her of making dozens of withdrawals from a faulty ATM that was dispensing $100 bills instead of $5 bills. The Central National Bank in Wichita claimed in a January 22nd lawsuit that Christina C. Ochoa knew the ATM wasn't functioning properly, no doubt, and used it to receive as much money as possible.
Yeah.
Ochoa reportedly made more than 50 withdrawals over 5 days in mid-January, several of which were done in the middle of the night, according to the documents obtained by the Eagle. The bank wants her to pay back $11,607.36 plus interest. The lawsuit also names Ochoa's mother, Christy, since she reportedly drove her daughter to the bank. A getaway man. Here we go. The first time the ATM dispensed more money than what was due, Christina and Christy. Wait, that's the mom's name too? They're both named Christy?
Boy, that's rough.
All right. Christy and Christy had a duty to return the surplus funds to the bank. Not only did they fail to do so, but they capitalized on the situation by making a series of over 50 structured withdrawals. What's that? What's a structured withdrawal?
I don't
Most
know.
within minutes of each other, and transacted at all hours of the night. What does that matter? In order to expose Central to more loss. What do I mean? I mean, don't you lose the $100 whether you do it at 2 p.m. or 2 a.m.?
I'd like to see an unstructured withdrawal.
Yeah.
I mean, did they stammer up and fall backwards into it? I mean, what does it look like when you do it pretty loose?
I'd like an erratic $78. Let's see.
Don't they have an ATM limit? Oh, they thought it was fives. That's why. I was going to say, like, my bank won't let me withdraw more than $300. This woman pulls out $11K in a couple days.
Okay, check this out, though. The Wichita Eagle spoke to the Ochoas, who said they did nothing wrong. She has no problem with this. The bank claims that instead of the $1,485 Christina should have received, she actually was given $14,120. Christy Ochoa, I think the older one, told the outlet that her daughter never received larger bills and has receipts as proof of her transaction.
Receipts that show the fives.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
this
I
is
got
the
it.
perfect crime right here.
Yeah, it is.
You go through the ATM, they dispense hundreds instead of fives. Christy claimed that her daughter made that many transactions in a short period of time because she wanted enough $5 bills to create a money cake as a gift for someone. You can't type in the number of fives you want at the ATM, so that's why we did multiple transactions, Christy told the outlet. She also said her daughter had to use the ATM because the bank was closed.
No, now hold on. That doesn't make any sense. You'd have to ask for $15. Does the ATM dispense in 15?
No, I don't know. Mine, I only use ones that I don't use the ATM actually.
None of this makes any sense. A $5 money cake. I've seen money cakes. It's $1.
What the heck? Yeah, who makes a money cake out of $5 bills?
That's nutty.
That's a heck of a cake. It says after the ATM's issue was acknowledged by the bank, they told Christina to give back the extra money, and she wholly refused to do so. The bank reportedly then held the remaining money in Christina's account in order to settle some of the deficit, in addition to a direct deposit received on January 30th totaling more than $600. Central National Bank is also trying to seize 2 cars that the Ochoas bought while the ATM was malfunctioning,
Holy cow.
alleging that the $3,000 down payment for one of them was made up entirely of $100 bills. Christy Ochoa maintained that the cars were bought with money acquired in a car wreck settlement and a student loan.
Oh, I don't know, Ben.
So ATM dispenses $100 bills in place of 5s. Christy and Company, the Ochoas, say that's not really what happened. We were making one whiz bag of a money cake.
Wow.
I don't know. End is near, or we have some more time, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, no, the end is not near. That's just regular. I mean, if Monopoly called this out years ago, that was a bank error in your favor.
Yeah, but Monopoly encouraged it. I get to keep the $200.
Well, I mean, that's not my fault that Monopoly wants to do seedy things. I mean, obviously, it's theft, right? Like, I can't even think. I was trying to think of an example while you were talking to make it seem how ridiculous this is. What's a good example, Ben?
Like a lady going to the ATM and getting hundreds instead of 5s. Is that right?
Yeah.
Milton Bradley has corrupted me.
Imagine if that happened. Wouldn't that be so ridiculous? I mean, it's obviously blatant theft, it's the lies that continue to spew forth. This is just regular human behavior. It's originated from the fall, Ben, and it's just continuing as it is. No, we have more time.
All right, Jane, what do you think?
I'm going to have to agree with him on that one, but maybe I missed this. How did the bank know it was specifically them?
I assume they had maybe
a camera
some
or
camera
something?
footage.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see here. I mean, I assume that they don't have, like if they got the receipt that acts like they took out 5s.
Yeah.
They had to figure out the mistake somehow or other, and then they just go back and look at anybody who took things in $5 increments, and then notice that the Ochoas have been to the ATM a million times.
Yeah, how often do they audit ATMs? Do you know anybody in the ATM business? I have no idea.
I mean, that's no, but that's a heck of a mistake.
Oh, Greg's in big trouble.
Yeah.
5-Finger Greg, who's been stocking the thing for years, decided he's going to phone in half his job that day, and he put hundies in the $5 slot. He's in big trouble.
I mean, don't you think they monitor the number of hundies in there? Or do they not count? Like, is it still a physical job at the ATM? They can't tell how much money is in there, so like they have to. The guy once a week goes by and checks how much money's there.
Wouldn't that be a complete joke? Because I mean, the soda machine knows if I try to chuck a 5 in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The soda machine and candy dispensary can say, look, you put in $1. But the ATM that's connected to the bank can't distinguish what kind of paper money it's handing out? That's outrageous.
That's a good point there, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? The end is near. How do we put an entire bank in a 3x3 machine, and then we can't tell what kind of money we spend out of it? No, that's ridiculous. I mean, the Lord shut down the Tower of Babel, but he didn't say you had to be an idiot. Can't you scan the money? End is near, Ben. I changed my vote.
Wait, Jane, are you holding tight on more time?
No, I might be switching too.
Yeah, that's right on. You know Elijah up there talking to God right now. He's like, how long can I put up with it?
Just let me get in the chariot and go take care of this business.
Yeah. I'm gonna go pick some guys up.
A money cake. I've not heard of that. That's actually my first exposure to money cake. Whatever, it sounds expensive though.
I spoke too far into it. I've seen a diaper cake, and I just assumed they replaced diapers with money.
It could be, or it could be for like a wedding or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Like you just have 5 sticking out of the cake?
Yeah, maybe.
I always
You
thought
never
I could
know.
make big money at weddings selling $1 bills to people for the dollar dance. Who forgot? You know what I'm saying? Like I'd bring a stack of singles with me, and then when guys are like, "Oh man, I don't have any ones for the dollar dance," I say you this one
for at least a 5, right?
Yeah,
'Cause if
for
they
a
don't have ones.
because you don't want to look like a doofus at this wedding. You know, I bet I could make at least $25
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's a good idea.
unless I went to the ATM beforehand, and then I make millions. because Greg works everywhere.
You know what's suspicious about this though is like the bank does seem like it's really overstepping. Like to the extent that they got too much money, I feel like you can certainly sue them to get it back. But like, I don't know how you can seize 2 cars. Like, there's no way for you unless you can tell that if they could put together that the money that came out of the ATM was the one that they had, they wouldn't have to sue them. The Ochoas would be in jail,
Yeah.
right? Like, why isn't this a criminal matter?
Here's the thing. I mean, like businesses make mistakes all the time. An $11,000 mistake, not really that bad. I'd let it go. I'd have filed insurance against it and not brought it up again.
That's true. It's more embarrassing, really.
Yeah. I mean, they probably got 15 ATMs in that town. Now everyone's going to be hitting them up for multiple transactions, wearing out the cash motors that are pumping out bills all the time, merely because they think the same thing's going to happen to them. That's the worst thing you can do in the banking industry is let people know that you are untrustworthy to be able to sort money correctly. I would have let this one completely slide and not ever brought it up.
Yeah, and this article is kind of written weirdly. Like who is it they were talking to here? Was it someone at the bank? The first time the ATM dispensed more money than what was due, Christina and Christy had a duty to return the surplus funds to the bank. Not only did they fail to do so, it was that capitalized on the situation, structured withdrawals, transacted at all hours of the night in order to expose Central to more loss. Like, it's overly amped up language.
Yeah. And you exposed yourself to more loss when you hired Greg.
Yeah, that's true. Boy, he's inept.
That poor guy.
He should go smoke at the zoo.
He probably got off early that day and thought, this is a great life. And then over the weekend, all this stuff happened, and they called him up, and he goes, well, I had no idea. I was out smoking with his orangutan. I didn't think there was going to be a big comeuppance.
I mean, here's the thing. Would you feel like, what would be your gut reaction to seeing an orangutan smoking a cigarette? Orangutan.
Is it said orangutan?
Yeah. There's no G on the end of it. Would you, I mean, like it said people were laughing. I feel like gut reaction, it's just because it's so odd, right? Like, I feel like it might take you about 10 seconds, and you're like, hey, wait a minute. Someone should put a stop to that. The orangutan's probably harming himself. Certainly he's not a tobacco smoker. Or you should find out if Greg gave him some smokes or whatever. But, like, I think at the offset, I don't know that you can blame a man for seeing the orangutan expertly puffing away on this cigarette and not have at least a mild guffaw on it. Do you begrudge, Jane? Do you begrudge a man having to laugh at that for just at least 10 seconds?
Maybe 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Anything past that, you think he's overdone it and he's cruel.
Yeah, maybe.
There's a thin line to cruelty and general enjoyment, and it's at the 10-second mark.
I think I would be the one to like stop and stare for a little bit and go, what am I witnessing here?
Yeah, those are non-filters. That's bold. I feel like if I saw a giraffe smoking, that'd be way different. You know? I mean, orangutans have opposable thumbs. They can pick stuff up. But like if I saw a giraffe tooting by smoking a whirly, I mean, that's just a weird deal, you know?
I would say it might take a little bit. I mean, I know. Like if you're an animal rights activist, you're like, man, they're not keeping an eye on the place. And,
agreed. I mean,
and the animals are smoking. And like, I
deplorable.
totally understand what you're saying. I'm just legit human behavior is. I feel like you got to give a man a 10-second pause here to just react.
Yeah, to process it and try to figure out, is this real? Is that orangutan smoking a doobie? Yeah. I can't make it out.
I think it was, yeah, okay. All right, anyway, that's non-biblical signs of the apocalypse. It sounds like the world might, things aren't good.
Yeah, the scales tip towards the end.
Yeah.
That portable bank with its misdeeds is, I mean, can we really live on, Ben? Bring on the bowls. Bring on the bowls.
Yeah. Okay, that's it.